will be full.
We are at 6 o'clock.
We do not, 2, 3, 4, we do not have a quorum yet.
Or 7.
Yeah, I guess that is a quorum,
Oh, yeah.
but
Everybody here can vote?
everybody can vote.
Kevin will do roll call. That'll
That'll take,
appreciate it.
do you want to take roll call?
Yeah, you call the meeting in order at 6:01. David Lorman,
Here,
Eric Pollock, Jim Gurn is absent and excused. Susan West,
Present?
Tom Bernthal, I have not heard from. Nathan Jaron, I saw this morning and have not heard that he wasn't coming.
Okay.
Mary Bechtel.
Here.
All right.
Okay, well, then the first item is acceptance of the minutes from August 27th. Are there any comments on the minutes? No. Okay, I will declare the minutes accepted. And the next item is the final 2025 Middleton Conservancy Management Plan. So, do you want Evelyn to talk?
All right. So, Ellen, can you see the screen?
I cannot see the screen. I've got my materials up as well though, so. There we go. Thank you.
All right, very good. Evelyn Williams from Adaptive Restoration is here to answer questions. Basically, the Graver Pond Conservancy Management Plan has incorporated all the feedback and comments from the Ped Bike Transit Committee, Water Resources Management Commission, Conservancy Lands Committee, city residents, city staff, and is available in a final document. So I hope you've had time to look it over. What questions do you have?
I looked it over. I have no issues with it. I will say, I found one little teeny tiny typo that I'll give to Kevin. We don't need to discuss it. But I thought it was, I am really pleased with it. I'm just seeing nods in agreement. David, do you have any comments?
no?
Okay,
Let's
do
see.
we need to move
I'm looking
acceptance?
for a motion to move it along to council for approval.
Yeah, do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second? Second. Okay, any further discussion?
Motion by David and
And
Mary, thank you.
Mary. Okay,
Have a
all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Sure.
opposed,
All right.
so motion carried.
Close in front of council, then Evelyn will be there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Evelyn.
Oh, she's.
Oh, sorry, that was my like excited.
Oh, okay. That. All right.
Okay, the next one is the draft 2025 Bach Units Master Plan,
Yeah,
and this is discussion only.
so this is where I'd like any last feedback on the draft of the bot units management plan. So you can see the dates here that this committee has seen it. It's 6/24, and then the last, I think, three meetings of this commission. So we've seen this. Hopefully you've had a chance to look through this document, and I'm anxious to hear any feedback or comments that you might have.
Any comments?
Glad to see that unit is
I
getting
liked it very much.
managed and
It's been a fantastic addition. I'll say, I remember when the city first got it. Helped clear the garden plot up there.
Hmm.
And it's really developed beautifully. It gets a lot of use.
Excellent.
Do we need to make a motion or?
At this point, I'm looking for feedback or comments on the plan. And if there's not any comments that you have from this, we'll take what we got from Penn Bike Transit and from resident comments, staff comments. We'll incorporate those into
And then we'll see it again.
final draft, and at that point, we'll look for a approval on that. So you'll see this in a month then, in
Okay,
final form.
wonderful. I think we're through
That's-
L1.
Wow, that's,
What are your thoughts on it? Your, please.
I was
What
just
is
gonna
it?
say,
Your-
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I did the Friends of Pheasant Branch, did they often offer comments as well? I don't know if we,
I
That would
believe
be
that I
important.
have comments from Friends of Pheasant Branch.
okay,
If not, I will certainly reach out to get that.
Okay.
I'm getting the two plans confused, but I believe that we do have comments from them.
okay, excellent. And then you and I will just find a time maybe to go over comments again, sort of like we did for Graber. I thought it was
Yep.
really useful. Okay,
Yeah, so I'll give you what I have for the most up-to-date information, and I'll get that to you as soon as possible.
and then could you just remind me again when the next CLC meeting will be? Is that the 26th or is it going to be the 19th of November? Do we
So
know?
we won't have a meeting on the 26th. If it's, I'm gonna put it out to the committee to see if we can meet on the 19th. So
That might conflict with water resources.
it'll be the same day as water resources, so we'll
Which
have
is
to
probably-
figure something out.
Yeah, because I've got water resources then.
Let's see. Here's some listening sessions coming.
Maybe
Yeah,
early. Oh, I think no, they meet at 6.
All right,
If
I'll
we
send an
could-
email out to see what times work, but
Yeah,
if
that's
that's,
a couple of times.
if that's something that might be an option for the two of you, for the rest of the committee members, we can work around water resources.
Yeah,
So tentatively, the 19th.
okay. And then so we would need it for the packet by like the 13th, which is a previous
Correct, yeah.
Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure I'm putting on things on calendars.
Say, look. See, there was gonna be like some listening sessions coming up for the community campus. I don't know where those are gonna be hosted and when. And I thought,
But those would be
So-
something that would conflict with,
for some reason, November was on my,
I think it's next November, isn't it?
well, that's a decision point time, yeah, but. Okay, I won't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I've watched it last night. They've got to work around city committees with all the alders
all right,
going on.
well, we'll find the date and I'll get that to you as soon as possible.
Okay. And I think that would be nice to get that, even if it has to be a special meeting, just because then it can still be the 2025 Bach master plan and
So,
doesn't have to turn to 2026.
yes,
That
that
would
one
be
is good.
great.
It's been, all these have taken some time, so.
Okay, thank you, Evelyn.
Thank you.
Okay, next item is resolution 2025-45, accepting quit claim deed to outlot 2 plat of Pheasant Branch Ridge.
Yeah, so this is a basically an FYI item on here. Outlot 2 of the plat of Pheasant Branch Ridge is a 14-acre parcel consisting of wetlands upstream from the Pheasant Branch Conservancy. And basically this property was donated to the city and will become part of the Pheasant Branch Ridge Greenway Conservancy. And I've got a map.
Yeah.
So, Pheasant Branch Conservancy over here, Whittlesey Road. The
Bike path.
green line is the Pheasant Branch Ridge Greenway shared use path. And this highlighted parcel is Outlot 2 of Pheasant Ridge Conservancy. So I think I have on here resolution, and David, refresh my memory, what meeting did that get? Was that 2 weeks ago? That
I don't remember, but yeah, it would, yes, it did go to council, if that's the one.
and it was approved at council. So
Yeah, oh yeah, very
um,
much so.
yeah, we and this turned around quickly. So you didn't see it at the last month meeting because it happened after.
After that,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the Conservancy lands is 14 acres larger than it was 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
So from 767 to 767 plus 14. So adaptive restoration, Evelyn's going to be doing a brief write-up that will be an addendum to the Conservancy lands plan. It'll basically just introduce that parcel, give a brief description of it, take in comments from the Wetland Restoration Committee of the Friends of Pheasant Branch, and look at how the addition of that parcel might impact our prioritization matrix as that conservancy is in that document.
Yeah, I would say this is a really substantial addition in terms of connecting Graber Pond and the outflow, potential overflow from it.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's
Because
something
this
that
is solid wetland, and there's two big neighboring new developments going in all around it. So this provides a really good way for overflow water to go through. Yes,
Is this the first time that this was brought up, or was like it seems generous and amazing that they're willing to do that. I'm just curious, like
It's-
I've never heard of this particular process before because I'm just learning about all the processes.
this was a piece of land that's been owned for a long, long time. Next to it is the Ziegler's property that has been bought by Viridian for house building. But nobody was using this other than maybe to do some hunting occasionally. And so the city attorney found that the single owner.
You might be confusing the Ziegler property with this Pheasant Branch Ridge
Okay,
property.
yeah, the Ziegler was definitely used for hunting.
And that may be this one south of it was basically part of a development that never happened, and it's
And it's
all wetland.
it's
It's
all wetland.
undevelopable. So donating to the city ensures that it'll be part of the Conservancy lands and be protected. And I think the Friends of Pheasant Branch Watershed Committee is excited about the opportunity. It's hydrologically connected to, as Susan mentioned, it's hydrologically connected to Graber Pond and that area.
It was, the attorney had to track down the sole owner that's left because it was a development group.
Mm.
And simply ask.
That's where the bike path is, parallels it, and then
Yeah, the bike path's on the very lower bright green edge.
yeah, and then it's the nice
So
path
it
that
makes
takes
it
you up
good.
through the neighborhood and connects you over to the high road, down.
Yeah.
And when all of this gets done, the bike path will connect in well, and there'll be good stormwater out of Graver Pond.
Yeah, that's the whole next phase of the development.
Yeah. And then Red Tail Ridge will move south on their development too.
Did you get a chance to walk that parcel?
I did. And I, for some reason, I had it in my head that it was less than 14 acres. So I was like, oh, this is a lot of wetland. So, just in general, first impressions, it's got a lot of invasive species, a lot of reed canary grass, and then what's not reed canary grass is cattail. And then there's some other areas that you can kind of see via the area. There's some wooded areas that are kind of cottonwood and box elder, and then have, a honeysuckle and buckthorn understory. So in terms of like connectivity and
Yeah.
hydrology, it's really important for the conservancies. In terms of native plant species, probably not so much, you know, with the caveat that I did this walkthrough last week. So a lot of the stuff has gone dormant already. You know, there's some native stuff hanging out in there for sure.
Excellent.
It'll be exciting to get it restored.
It's going to take a lot of effort. And I'm just, you know, thinking about priorities too, you know, not to like, you know, tip my hand too much about what I'll write for the addendum, but, you know, it is upstream of the conservancy. So that means that it is bringing in, you know, reed canary grass seeds or cattail seeds into the conservancy. So for that reason, there's maybe a priority to do some restoration. So it's not continually dumping invasive species seeds in there. And that's kind of going along with this aquatic invasive species plan that we're putting together for the Friends of Pheasant Branch through the AIS grant they got from the DNR. So it's nice to have like another part of the puzzle kind of fitting in there. But it would take a lot of work. And then especially, actually, good question, is the property to the north that was owned by the Zieglers actually officially purchased by Viridian? Because I think when I went last on like the Dane County website, Dane County DCI maps,
That's
it was still listed as part of the Zieglers.
Yeah, that may
Yeah.
be. I don't have the answer to that.
Okay.
I know that was still a part of the things that they were working out.
Okay.
I think the only thing that I do know is that parcel is zoned as conservancy.
Okay. Do we know what the new Outlot 2 is zoned as? Probably not conservancy, but is there a way to get it rezoned as such?
Yeah, if it's not,
Which one
that would
is
be,
Outlot 2?
that's
That's
the
the
highlighted
property,
parcel
that's
that
it.
we're,
Heritage.
yeah.
Okay.
No, but I will look into that.
Gosh, I thought the Ziegler sort of, all the foundational stuff was done. And
I think so, but I think they want to keep hunting.
Oh, maybe, but I mean.
Yeah, I don't know the details of that one.
As far
Yeah, but
as,
they hunted there for years.
but I.
It seems a little strange now that it's.
I was under the impression there weren't any hurdles, you know, in moving forward with getting.
Oh.
The property developed out,
No, I don't think there are.
yeah. And that remains wet,
Oh, sorry.
A
so
lot of that is
the
wet.
section north of the the green, and
Aqua,
turquoise,
Here you-
yeah,
so section, the turquoise box, does that remain wetland? Cause
Yeah.
that's not being developed, it's too low.
That's my understanding. Yep.
Right, that was right. Where you see the yellow lines, that's the new modern development,
Yeah, above.
that,
and then
yeah.
keep going to the west.
Yeah, all.
And
Right.
then all of those
Mhm. And.
little lots over there,
Yeah,
east of.
so that whole block
Viridian.
section, then north of the new property. And of course, north of the existing called the Ziegler development, that would to stay undeveloped or parkland, wetland, something land, I guess, because you can't really build in it. It's too wet and too low, right?
You're talking about this parcel.
Yeah, and keep going right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I believe that
Mhm.
everything in there is zoned as conservancy and would be outlots of the Ziegler development for
yeah.
stormwater use as existing
We've
wetlands.
certainly
So-
looked
That's
at
my
it,
understanding. Yeah.
we've looked at it at Water Resources. I don't remember the exact
And it won't,
details.
and it doesn't become managed like by and it's city property, right? It's not.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's owned by the city.
Oh, it will be owned by the developer.
That's my
Mm.
understanding.
And it will be a relationship to manage it as a.
Yeah, and
conservancy.
I don't know that those details are fleshed out yet.
Okay. Until they decide it's too much work and give it to the city.
No, we just have to come up with a little more money to manage it.
Yeah,
Well, maybe, but still, either way, it's very nice. It's an
Yeah, it's a
excellent
good
ecological buffer zone between the development and everything.
and especially in an area that's being developed as
We're
rather
trying.
dense.
Yeah, we,
Just as a quick aside, so there's that bit of land that borders Graber Pond as well to the east that is, you know, was part of that Ziegler purchase. And
Yeah,
again,
but-
just looking at, I think it's maybe zone, but like looking on the Dane County GIS map, which I think has to be pretty up to date, it still says that the owners are the Zigglers.
Hmm,
Yeah, so that's part of the Pheasant Crossing development, whether it's Viridian or Ziegler, I don't know the ownership of it. But this parcel, immediately east of Graver Pond Conservancy is zoned as conservancy.
Yeah,
And there's some buffers between, you can see the plats out here, there's these smaller ones are where there'll be homes, parcels. And then I believe this outlot is a stormwater feature, in here with an access, to a road.
that's right, yeah, we talked, there was a lot of discussion. On that,
So, to the west of those homes, so in between those homes and Graver Pond Conservancy, there'll be, a buffer,
Yeah.
area, but I don't know the details of how that'll be managed. At this point, that's, the determination of the developer.
In our budget, we have another crew person in there for the conservancy,
need one.
so.
All right, any more discussion on that item?
It's nice to-
I don't think so.
Then,
Thank you. It's really lovely.
Developing nicely.
Really is.
Okay, last item is liaison reports. So Erica for PRC.
I guess I'm not sure, like, is there any report? So there's a comprehensive plan, they're gonna start 5-year plan. Pickleball courts are gonna be poured, but tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Courts. Is there anything? Starting the budget,
yeah, I think of relation to this committee, the comprehensive outdoor recreation program, or, the court plan, is one, and there was discussion at PRFC Monday, that was.
Yeah. Mhm.
About how the 5-year conservancy lands plan and the court plan will talk to each other.
Right.
And that was, I think, a concern raised was would there be things in one plan that would be contradictory to another, and that we got assurance from Director Kiley that those documents very much inform each other.
Yeah. Okay,
Nice.
water resources. It was a fairly short meeting. I have been appointed to the Clean Lakes Alliance's Friends Renew the Blue Council. And this is a group of combined of lots of the cities and municipalities with representatives, usually an elected official or someone appointed, and perhaps a staff member. And their goals, one of the biggest goals they have is basically getting rid of the phosphorus so we can help control all the microorganisms that are overgrowing and contaminating the lake, which is going to be a real challenge to do that. So I would say go home and rake all your leaves out of gutters. That helps tremendously. But I think it's a group of probably 30 to 40 citizens. Then we'll be meeting almost monthly starting in February to bring everybody together and work on it, and with the county.
City used to have this kind of little signs they put up, said, don't rake them, leaf them.
Yeah, well, I've got one of the yard signs up for the county.
Don't rake them, leaf them.
Yeah.
That was a long time.
And I've been out there with my blower blowing the leaves back onto the yard
That's what I do.
and then mowing them.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's a good thing to do, you know, enriches your soil. Gets them out of the lake, but leaves are full of phosphorus and so hopefully we can actually get a lot done on that. They had an introductory meeting. It was more just introduce everybody. They actually invited the chief of the Ho-Chunk Nation to come talk. He was very inspiring. I was really impressed with him. Really focusing on, we need to take care of this land like it should be, so. And then some discussion about the organization, and then in February, we'll start really meeting and hopefully can come up with some good ideas. I'm thinking the Clean Lakes Alliance can say things to encourage people to take care of it better than what cities can or the county government can. So I think,
I'm on their mailing list. I mean, if you get on, anybody who gets on their mailing list, they communicate regularly, which I think is very nice and very good.
Yeah.
And so, and there seems like there's opportunity for anybody who wants to be involved with them, go to their events, you know,
right,
get educated.
they do all sorts of events.
It's nice.
It's a good organization. When I was on the county's Lakes and Watershed Commission, I got to know their science officer really well because they attend all of those meetings and have comments. And then I will say, I have a son that was their treasurer for a while, of which I've got a few inside contacts that way. But they can do things in publicity that municipality, governmental agencies simply can't do. So I think if we really get it working well, it should be quite successful.
Thank you.
Okay, was there another meeting that we needed an update on? Public Works.
Yes. So last Monday, Public Works had a joint meeting with Ped Bike and Transit. And then followed by a Public Works meeting.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Yes, it did. And yes, it was long.
I attended it online.
Okay, yes, as did I. The biggest thing that came up that was actually part of the Conservancy Lands Committee was the vote to release the permanent path easement with Middleton Shores,
Oh, yeah.
also known as the Hayden's Woodland Trail. That was like a whole thing. So that was something that was discussed with Kylie during our meeting 2 months ago, and then was also discussed and voted on. And the vote was to release the easement from
Yeah.
the perspectives of those committees. So, yeah.
Give you an update from last night's vote on that, from the Common Council.
Yeah,
So the council voted to release
release it.
it.
Okay,
There was one alder who voted no,
okay,
Who was that?
but he was not forced, he was doing his due diligence as an alder, representing his constituents. And even though that alder voted in support of releasing the what do you call it? Easement, you know.
As a member of the CLC?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Interesting juxtaposition.
yeah,
well,
I understand.
yeah. So bottom line is, it doesn't matter if an alder voted against it, because what matters is the common council voted, you know, to release it.
Yeah.
So
It
that's
was
done.
clearly, I think one of the important things I got out of watching that is that trail is dangerous.
I use that trail
Do you
regularly.
use it?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, that's
Riding a bike on it?
absolutely.
Okay.
I think maybe
Walking.
saying dangerous isn't the right
Yeah,
word.
dangerous isn't the right word, because the reality is well, trails release, so it doesn't matter anymore. But the reality is what you do is you ride your bike to the parking lot behind Middleton Shores.
Yeah.
And then you can hop back on it between some cars and go out to the.
Yeah,
It-
so that doesn't describe a great solution.
Yeah, it's
Situation, right? Yeah.
Right, I'm sure you know, when people do these things, it's pretty clear. At the time, it makes sense. At the time, they're being generous and they're offering something, and that's great.
Yeah, and this was Middleton Shores that offered it
That's right.
initially.
And there's still the little section of the trail that you hop on. Get my east and west right, on the east side of the creek. So you say you're coming down the North Mendota path, and then right before the bridge, you can take a little trail along the creek that then connects you to the,
Marina Bay or
yep, and then you,
there's a little cul-de-sac that it
yeah, and
connects
then
to.
you, that's east of that. And then you, take the, I call it the boardwalk.
Yep.
And then, you
Yeah.
bounce back up to it. So, that's still there. That's not part of the high end.
That's correct. Just the stuff that's
Yeah.
behind.
So the city will continue to maintain that path. And I wonder if they didn't understand. I wonder if, do you think people were clear on that?
I mean, from,
But for here, yes.
So I answered questions about the extent of it and without seeing a map, I think I certainly fielded
Because-
questions that were
You know, it's
concerned that there
yeah.
were paths within the Pheasant Branch Conservancy that we were talking about, and this path is a small area behind the Middleton Shores development that has redundancy.
Yeah,
through the-
I'll communicate with them and
So,
let them
yeah.
know that
There could have been a
the path on the east side of the creek
yeah.
is still open and viable.
Yeah.
And that they probably will be pleased to know. Maybe they were concerned that that was gonna be,
Yeah, or,
Yeah, I think there
or
was some-
access from the end of, refresh my memory, the street.
East
name.
Marina Bay Drive, yeah.
Marina Court,
So,
Marina
like,
Drive. Yeah.
Yeah, there was, I would say, a little bit more like discussion within Bed Bike and Transit, because they were concerned about people cutting across the parking lot, but then the discussion, everyone was like, well, there still is another access point via Century in this Marina Bay, like if people choose to go that direction, they can
and
still
then the
access
homeowners
it.
association of the large condo complex that is on the east side of the creek. You know, said that they use it as well. But I looked at it, for them to use it, they have to walk out of the complex, go down North Mendota, and get back on whatever the name of that little trail is,
Mhm.
and follow the creek back into the Conservancy. And that's how they get into the Conservancy. And that will remain open. And though I think that's nice to know.
Well, I think that came out at that joint meeting,
Yeah.
the bikers' big concern was that the North Minnetonka Trail got shut down for a while because of the
Yeah.
construction. And at that meeting, Luke made it clear that at most it might be only one day
Yeah,
in the
It'll
future.
be more short-term.
And so-
interruptions. So,
That's really not a problem.
yeah, so, well, you have to do what makes sense.
Been resolved well.
Yes, it has.
That was the biggest item, and then just a note, because we had talked a little bit about conservancy things in the County Highway M Bridge, which is slated for construction in the future in conjunction with Dane County, but there was a discussion and a motion to work with a real estate acquisition services group that put in an RFP. So that was just moving forward. We had talked about the potential for the Pheasant Branch kind of station there in the future, and we at Public Works were talking about the County Highway Bridge reconstruction, so that's just like one step forward towards that
Yeah,
goal.
yeah, for, I think, 27.
27.
John
Yep.
Century.
This is the county highway bridge where the Pheasant Branch Creek corridor intersects near Branch Street.
Yeah.
So that's the
That's
area that we're
one
talking
that
about.
needed work for a long time.
They're gonna do both bridges, I think, as part of that project.
They should. It would make sense. Maybe one at a time, otherwise traffic will be a real
Yeah, I don't know
disaster.
how, maybe it's just rehabilitation of the other.
The Branch Street one's the only one on my radar, and that's because the corridor is there.
The other must just be folded into that project as rehabilitation.
Well, with the county's financial issues, might be a while.
Another
Another.
kettle of fish, as they say.
Okay, I think we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks.
6:30. Thank you, Evelyn.
Thanks, Evelyn.
Yep.
Thanks all.
Much.
Catherine, I have one suggestion. When I've gone